I remember the sting of salt in the air that morning, sharp, cutting, almost prophetic. The ocean looked calm, but I wasn't. "Sweetheart," his mother said, smiling too wide, "this house is for real family only." Her voice was syrupy, venom hiding under the sweetness. My husband didn't even blink. He just looked at me and said quietly, "Honey, just go home." That was the moment, the one I'd been waiting for. I smiled. Not the way I used to, softly, lovingly, but with precision. The kind of smile you wear right before you pull the final thread and watch everything unravel. "Of course," I said, reaching for my phone. Then I called security. "Please escort them out of my resort." Their laughter froze. Their eyes darted from me to the sign by the entrance, the Marlowe Retreat, then to the main building where my name, Elena Marlowe, was etched in gold. They didn't know. They never thought to ask. When I met Daniel, I was nobody, just a marketing intern with secondhand suits and a borrowed smile. He was everything I thought I wanted. Charming, confident, connected. His mother adored me at first, called me the girl who'll make him a better man. She changed her tune after the wedding. "You'll never fit into this family," she whispered the first night I stayed at their house. "You don't have our blood." I told myself to ignore it, that love conquers everything. But love doesn't survive entitlement, or cruelty disguised as tradition. For years I swallowed their insults, the constant reminders that I was lucky he chose me, that without him I'd still be in that tiny apartment with a used car and cheap perfume. They didn't know that while they were mocking me, I was learning, building, studying how power moves quietly, how wealth hides behind patience. It started with a lie I didn't expect to uncover. A message on Daniel's phone. Someone named Claire. "Can't wait for the trip. She still thinks it's your family's beach house?" That was the night everything shifted. He was asleep beside me, breathing evenly, as if innocence had a sound. I stared at him and realized something brutal. He thought I'd never find out. So I played my part. Perfectly. I didn't cry. I invested. Quietly. Strategically. While Daniel believed I was planning our anniversary, I was forming an LLC. While his mother bragged about her family beach house, I was signing property transfer papers from the old owners she'd neglected to pay. While they laughed at me at dinner parties, I was buying the land under their house. It took 2 years, 2 long, meticulous years. Every move disguised as love. Every signature masked as trust. By the time Daniel realized what I was doing, it was too late. The Marlowe Retreat, once their family legacy, was mine. Legally, quietly, permanently. So when I arrived for their family vacation, I wasn't a guest. I was the owner. I watched them unload their luggage, talking about their plans, their parties, their future. They didn't notice the new signage, the staff uniforms, or the business cards in the lobby. When his mother made her little announcement about real family only, it felt almost poetic, as if the universe had scripted it just for me. Daniel's voice, "Honey, just go home," was the final line in a play I had written myself. When security arrived, his mother's face drained of color. "What's the meaning of this?" she demanded. I stayed calm, always calm. "This property is privately owned," I said, "and as the owner, I'd like you to leave." Daniel's jaw clenched. "Elena, stop playing games." I turned my gaze to the security team. "Escort them off my property." He stepped toward me, anger masking confusion. "Your property?" I nodded toward the sign. "The Marlowe Retreat by Elena Marlowe." Recognition hit him like a wave. His mother stammered, You can't." But I could. And I did. They left that afternoon, dragging their bags across the sand like exiled royalty. The ocean looked different then, brighter, softer, as if it had been holding its breath with me all these years. Later that night, I sat on the balcony, champagne in hand, and watched the sunset melt into the horizon. I thought about Claire, the woman he'd betrayed me with. She was supposed to meet them there the next day, except I'd already canceled every reservation under her name. Daniel called once. I didn't answer. He texted, "You've destroyed everything." No, I'd simply reclaimed what was already mine. Because the truth is, power doesn't roar. It whispers. It plans. It waits. And when the time comes, it smiles. Like I did that morning when I said, "Please escort them out of my resort." The sea carried their voices away. All that was left was silence. The kind of silence that sounds like victory.